before you hire an office manager, make sure that you've got command of all that.
The very first question to you, Gary, is, I currently do not have an office manager. When would it make sense to add the office manager position to my practice?
You know, Naren, that's a great question. And I have deep appreciation for office managers in dentistry. In fact, you and I are familiar with an association out there called AADOM, the American Association of Dental Office Managers. That association was created by Heather Colicchio. Now it's got to be 12 or 14 years ago. And it was her recognition that every community in dentistry had a group. You know, dentists have groups that they can hang out with. Hygienists have association and groups of hygienists. Assistants have, dental assisting associations. There was no organization for the administrative team members. So she created the American Association of Dental Office Managers. And I have deep appreciation for office managers. And I know some brilliant office managers. But in reality, depending on the size of your practice, you may or may not need an office manager. And even if you do have an office manager, it doesn't eliminate the need for the dentist to develop his or her manager skills. And so I just want to throw that out there, that you may not need one. Not that that person might not be very valuable in your practice at a certain point, but certainly a solo doctor practice with a certain number of hygiene days may not require an office manager at that point. You may get to the point where one of the most important tasks of an office manager is to help you manage HR, human resources. And once you get to a certain point, HR management may be something that you would appreciate being able to delegate to an office manager as opposed to trying to manage it all on your own.
Yeah, and I remember just what you said in the coaching and action segment. Some doctors make the mistake of abdicating. They just think that they don't have to worry about any of this other stuff. I just do clinical, and that's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So what you're saying is, first master the fundamentals of, even what you covered in the coaching and action, the 3 points, master it, know something about management, do some of it, and then delegate. So once you know, it's like you can't hold someone accountable when you yourself don't know how to do something, right?
Correct. You raise a great point, Naren, is that before, in this doctor's question, before you hire an office manager, make sure that you've got command of all that. And then the reason to hire an office manager would be that you want to leverage yourself.
Time.
You want to leverage yourself, and you say, well, wait a minute, if I was to spend my time producing dentistry, I know what value that is. It clearly makes sense to hire an office manager to take these things off my plate so I could more leverage myself to do more high value services in my own practice. Yeah. Hope that gives you a construct to look at how to evolve to the point where adding an office manager may be a very useful addition for you. Great question. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. The full podcast episode link is in the link below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like our content.